Podium Studio.
Aircraft have been a fundamental part of military power since the mid-20th century. The primary role of fighters is destroying enemy aircraft in air-to-air combat, as part of both offensive and defensive counter-air operations. Many fighters also possess a degree of ground attack capability, allowing them to perform surface attack and close air support missions. And in today's video, we will show you the top combat aircrafts of every superpower nation in the world. First on our list, China's People's Liberation Army Air Force. The Chengdu J-20, also known as Mighty Dragon, is a single-seat, twin-jet, all-weather, stealth and fifth-generation fighter aircraft developed by China's Chengdu Aerospace Corporation. The Shenyang J-11 is a twin-engine jet fighter whose airframe is based on the Soviet-designed Sukhoi Su-27. It is manufactured by the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. The Shenyang J-16 is a Chinese twin-engine tandem-seat, all-weather and a multi-role strike fighter. It evolved from the J-11 air superiority fighter. It is a more advanced version with an added ground attack capability. It is broadly similar in terms of capabilities to the American F-15E. J-16 is also developed and made by Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. Next on our list, Japan. Japan Air Self-Defense Force. Mitsubishi F-2, multi-role fighter, derived from the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, and manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and Lockheed Martin for the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. The F-2 is nicknamed Viper Zero, a reference to the F-16's semi-official nickname of Viper and the Mitsubishi A6M0. Mitsubishi F-15J and DJ Eagle, a twin-engine, all-weather air superiority fighter based on the Macdonell Douglas F-15 Eagle in use by the Japan Air Defense Force. The F-15J was produced under license by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. The subsequent F-15DJ and F-15J Kai variants were also produced. Third on the list, French Air and Space Force. Rafale is a twin-jet combat aircraft manufactured by Dassault Aviation, and is capable of carrying out a wide range of short and long-range missions. It can be used to perform ground and sea attacks, reconnaissance, high-accuracy strikes and nuclear strike deterrence. Mirage 2000, a French multi-role, single-engine, fourth-generation jet fighter manufactured by Dassault Aviation. The Mirage 2000 evolved into a multi-role aircraft with several variants developed, with sales to a number of nations. It was later developed into the 2000N and 2000D strike variants, the improved Mirage 2005, and several export variants. The United Kingdom, British Royal Air Force. The first independent air force in the world. The EuroFighter Typhoon, a European twin-engine Canara Delta-wing, multi-role fighter. The Typhoon was designed originally as an air superiority fighter and is manufactured by a consortium of Airbus, BAE Systems and Leonardo. EuroFighter Typhoon is a highly agile aircraft, designed to be a supremely effective dogfighter in combat. The Lockheed Martin F-35B Lightning II is a single-seat, single-engine and all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft. It is intended to perform both air superiority and strike missions while also providing electronic warfare and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. The F-35B model, short takeoff, vertical landing or STOVL variant was designed to operate from austere, short-field bases and a range of air-capable ships, including the Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers. The aircraft can also take off and land conventionally from longer runways. The Pan-Avia Tornado is a family of twin-engine, variable sweep-wing multi-role combat aircraft, jointly developed and manufactured by Italy, the United Kingdom and Germany. There are three primary Tornado variants: the Tornado IDS, interdictor strike, fighter bomber, the suppression of enemy air defenses, the Tornado ECR or electronic combat reconnaissance, and the Tornado ADV or air defense, variant interceptor aircraft. Second to the last, Russian Aerospace Forces, a powerhouse air force. The second air power globally with an estimate of 5,000 operational aircrafts. The Sukhoi Su-34, a Soviet-origin Russian twin-engine twin-seat, all-weather supersonic medium-range fighter-bomber strike aircraft. It first flew in 1990, intended for the Soviet Air Forces, and it entered service in 2014 with the Russian Air Force. Su-34 has an armored cockpit for side-by-side seating of its two-person crew. The Su-34 is designed primarily for tactical deployment against ground and naval targets. Sukhoi Su-57, a single-seat, twin-engine stealth multi-role fighter. The first fighter in Russian military service to feature stealth technology. Capable of aerial combat as well as ground and maritime strike, the design incorporates stealth, super maneuverability, super cruise, integrated avionics, and substantial internal payload capacity. The Mikoyan Mig-35, a Russian fifth-generation multi-role fighter that is designed by Mikoyan, a division of the United Aircraft Corporation. Mig-35 is capable of all-weather precision ground strikes, aerial reconnaissance, with optoelectronic and radar equipment, and to conduct complex joint missions. According to a Russian defense industry source, Mikoyan Mig-35 is essentially an upgraded variant of MiG-29KR. The single-seat version is designated MiG-35S, and the two-seat version MiG-35UB. The Mikoyan MiG-31, or the Foxhound for NATO, is a supersonic interceptor and attack aircraft that was developed for use by the Soviet Air Forces. MiG-31 is among the fastest combat jets in the world, equipped with state-of-the-art digital avionics system. MiG-31 can work efficiently in all weather conditions while fulfilling visual flight rules and instrument flight rules, day and night. The Sukhoi Su-35 is the designation for two improved derivatives of the Su-27 air defense fighter. They are single-seat, twin-engine, super-maneuverable aircraft. The type was originally developed by the Soviet Union from the Su-27 and was known as the Su-27M. It incorporated canards and a multi-function radar, giving it multi-role capabilities. The Su-35 project was aimed primarily at the export market. Sukhoi estimated that there was such a market for more than 100 aircraft, with a particular emphasis on Latin America, Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Last on our lists, The United States Air Force, the world's largest air force, over 3 times larger than the size of Russia's Air Force with 13,264 aircraft and employs a total personnel of over 462,000. The F-15 Eagle, a purpose-built air superiority fighter designed to penetrate enemy defense. Although now in service for over 30 years, it remains a formidable warplane. F-15 is equipped with weaponry and electronics, enabling it to detect, acquire, track and attack enemy aircraft, while operating in enemy-controlled airspace. F-15 is expected to remain operational at least until 2025. Boeing F/A-18E and F/A-18F Super Hornet are twin-engine, carrier-capable, multi-role fighter aircraft variants. Although F/A-18 Super Hornet is intended for the U.S. Navy carrier fleet, it is the U.S. military's one of the most capable aircraft, can attack both air and surface targets. The Super Hornet has an internal 20mm M61 rotary cannon, and can carry air-to-air missiles and air-to-surface weapons. The F-35 Lightning II, a stealthy, supersonic, multi-role fighter designed to meet the requirements of the United States and Allied defense forces worldwide for an affordable next-generation fighter. It will replace a wide range of aging fighter and strike aircraft currently in the inventories of the U.S. Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps. The F-35 will be far and away the world's most advanced multi-role fighter. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, a single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft developed for the United States Air Force. The aircraft was designed primarily as an air superiority fighter, but also has a ground attack electronic warfare, and signal intelligence capabilities. The F-22 Raptor is a critical component of the Global Strike Task Force, designed to project air dominance rapidly and at great distances and defeat threats. The F-22 at present cannot be matched by any known or projected fighter aircraft. Air Force is a military organization of a nation that is primarily responsible for the conduct of air warfare. The Air Force has the missions of gaining control of the air, supporting surface forces and accomplishing strategic bombing objectives. The advancement in technology and number of a combat fighter leads to a power advantage of the country or a nation. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Podman Studio.